At the start of this year, January 1st, I took upon myself to try this challenge that I've seen everywhere called 75 Hard. And I made it a little more difficult, but the main gist of it is that it's 75 days of discipline, hard discipline. There's no alcohol, nothing but water, only healthy food, so cutting out junk food. There's no fat, there's no social media, so I cut that off. There's no there's no movies, there's no shows, there's no video games. The point is I cut out a lot, right? I'm trying to become a new version of myself. I'm trying to reinvent myself. So in doing so, I cut out social media. I cut it out. I deleted Snapchat, which was probably the hardest thing out of all of those, to be honest, because I was so attached to it. And I felt like everybody I was talking to was like, it feels like they're your real friend. Like you're really communicating with them, but you're really not. I'm snapping with people. I have no clue who they are. I've never met them in my life. And they will never have an impact on my life. So I'm wasting all this time just talking to them. I'm gonna lock my car. There's people around here. So these people have no impact on my life, so why am I talking to them, right? Snap scores, snap streaks, or whatever. They have no impact on my life, too. I got rid of them. And in a way, I disappeared. But when I say disappeared, like in the title, this is like the lowest level of disappearing. When I say disappear, I mean like get out of your hometown, go into a new environment with high valued people, high frequency people, in a place of growth that you can actually become a new person, a higher version of yourself, and reinvent yourself. So, yes, I'm reinventing myself, but it's not like I'm moving out yet. I will be. Um, yeah. So, I am where I am today as a result of constant reinventions. All of my life, I've changed throughout all my years. So, in this video, I want to talk about the importance of disappearing and what it means to reinvent yourself. So, it starts at an early age, right? You create this identity of yourself that starts as soon as you get a little bit of consciousness. For my early age, I was afraid of heights because I went on this one roller coaster with my friends and it scared the living shit out of me. I don't remember that much because it was so long ago. I was probably like 7 or something. But as my memory serves, I was so scared of it and I never wanted to go on roller coasters again. I hated them. And from that, I got the self-image that I was afraid of heights. And that stuck with me all throughout my years. Until just last year where I went again with my friends to another roller coaster amusement park, Six Flags, which actually has the biggest roller coasters probably in the world, I think. I don't know. But going there and planning this, I always had that self conscious thought in the back of my head. Why am I doing this? Like, I hate roller coasters. I'm afraid of heights. Why would I put myself through this? And then I realized I had the realization why? Why am I afraid of this? Like, I never really thought about it. And it goes back to when I was 7, when I went on that first roller coaster, and it scared me. So I realized I can't have this fear holding me down all my life. I need to change it. I need to conquer that fear so that I can reinvent myself and become a person who's not afraid of roller coasters. There's another sorry. There's another example I have. It's pretty random, but I thought about it recently before making this video, before having the idea to make this video. and it's my friend Dre. So, Dre, this kid is picky. He believes that he's the pickiest person in the world. And that started again early on, his early identity. He had the self image that he was super afraid of all these foods. He said to me, I don't know when he said this, but a while ago, he said he was afraid of eggs, and eggs in particular. So, all throughout his years up to this point, he's been afraid of eggs. When I say that, that sounds so weird. He's not afraid of eggs. He's like scared of trying new foods. That's what he put on himself. And up to this point, he just does not want to try new foods, and he doesn't want to try the old foods that he hated when he was a little kid because he thinks that he hates them. So, yeah, all the way up to this point. But just a few weeks ago, he told me that he tried eggs again for the first time, and he actually loved them. Just because he had that fear in the back of his mind of trying new foods. So, to reinvent yourself, you need to basically face your fears. And there's this little exercise that I just thought of that you can find out what you think about yourself and how you can reinvent yourself. So, here's what you're going to do. You're going to write out a list of maybe like 10 things that you actually think about yourself. And it doesn't have to be all positive things. Like, write the real stuff, the real things you think about yourself. Like me personally, one thing that I'm battling right now is trying to become more confident and trying to not become or stay as this quiet kid because that's what I believed in myself to be since I was a little kid. And I'm trying to break that, trying to reinvent. So, write down these 10 things, and you have to write down these 10 things because you have to really know yourself. You have to know yourself before you can change yourself. So, once you write down these things and you find out what your negatives are, what really scares you, you need to conquer those. You need to face those as soon as possible. They're all changeable. Not one of them is permanent. If you think they're permanent, then they are permanent. All of them are changeable, okay? There's nothing that can hold you back. Then once you understand them, you have to challenge them. You can't let them control your life and dictate who you are. And disappearing, bring back to the title of the video, disappearing will get you away from your negatives, your fears. That's when I say going into a new environment, it's just a place of growth. That's why you need to disappear so that you can reinvent yourself. Reinvention comes so much easier once you disappear. And yeah, so that's something I've been trying to do for for this entire year so far. I've just been trying to reinvent myself. And everybody at some point should try and reinvent themselves. Because, well, it happens automatically, but you should try. Just find something that you don't like about yourself or that you fear or something that you just put on yourself in your self image, in your identity, and try and change that. Because you don't want to live as that person your whole life. You want to become your idol, who you idolize, right? So try and figure out what that is and challenge it like as soon as possible. Okay, I'd say that's good enough. This was really hard. I was trying to make a video without any cuts and I did it, but I don't know how well this is gonna come out, but I'm not deleting it. I'm gonna post it. So Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a good day. I know I am. It's 50 degrees out today, somehow. It's amazing. But yeah, I wish you guys a focused, happy, and productive day.